Hi everyone, I am Manish Pandey. Welcome back to the UiPath Document Understanding series. So far, you learned how to extract the data from a documents. Now, do you know how to extract the table data? Means how to extract these line items from the invoice document or or like receipts documents. So in this video, you will learn how to extract this complete table data and you can write into the Excel file. You can also say it like this is a line items. So to show this practically, we'll be using Form Extractor. And at the end, you will learn how to extract the data from documents and write it here in Excel file. So let's say this is the invoice, and you see that you learned how to extract the invoice number, invoice date, customer ID, the customer name, customer address, total amount. But now you don't know how to extract the data from this table. And let me open UiPath Studio to show you how to do this. So first we need to define the fields that we need to extract. Means we need to open the taxonomy manager where we can add those details. So we'll open taxonomy managers. So you see we have two document type, invoice and receipts. Now if we click on this invoice, you will see here we have invoice number, invoice date, customer name, customer address and total amount. Now we need to add one more field for the table data. So we'll say click on add this field. We will say table data, correct? From the field type, you see there are multiple field types we have, but we are going to extract the table data from the invoice. So we have a table. So table can be from any documents. It's not about like only invoice. It can also take it from receipts or some other documents where you have a data in the table structures. So you can go with this. So as you can see, we have this in table structure where we have rows and columns, right? Let's save it. Now once we'll save that field with the field type table data, it says that at least one valid column is required. Means you need to mention at least one column that you need to extract. So from here, I want to extract all these four columns: description, quantity, unit price, amount. So I'll go here and I will click on column, and then first I will say description. I want the description, and the description is text. Let's save it. Now add one more column. After that we want quantity, so we'll say QTY, and this is number. You need to check in your document. You see this is number. Then unit price, this is also a number, and amount number. So we'll say quantity, then one more column. This is for unit price. This is again number. Save it, and the last is amount. This is also a number. Let's save it. Now we have added that field with the four columns. Close that. Now once you'll close this, here if we replace this taxonomy.json file, this will be updated with the details. Let's open that. And you see here we have a field ID that is with field name table data, and the type is table. It has description. You can see it from here: description, quantity, unit price, amount, and that's it, right? Let's close it. Now we have already set up all these things. We have load taxonomy to load that taxonomy data. Then we have digitized document, then classify document. After that, here we have classification result. In the for each, we are going to extract that. So in the data extraction scope, we'll be using Form Extractor to extract the data. Now click on Manage Templates. And as you remember, we created two templates, one for NEN LLC and second for RoboPro. So here we are using RoboPro, this format where we want to extract this table data. So for that, I'll modify this template. Earlier it was just created or designed to extract the invoice number, date, customer name, customer address, and total amount. Now we need to add these details as well. So we need to click on edit. So now you'll learn how to edit this template as well. You learned earlier how to create that. Now we are editing here. Correct. Now we'll once you'll open this, you see the template manager for this specific template. Now you see here one table data that is added here, that is a field name, and here it says that table. If you click on it, you see here automatically it has taken few here. It has taken the from the description and the quantity. So this is for description, this is quantity, but here I do not see for unit price and amount. Means there is something issue with this. So we need to configure this again. How we can do that? What I'll do, I'll remove this value first. Okay, and then from here I will start phrase here. Let's say nothing selected here, nothing highlighted. Now you see here we have 4 columns from that field. You see there is an option here that is for the complete table, not for this one. So there is an option for each fields. Means for description, this column you have an option for this one also, but this is the last one which is for the complete table. What we'll do, we'll click on this and say extract new table. Correct. Let me zoom in. Sorry, zoom out. And then once we'll click on this extract new table, you see there is a plus icon showing here. Means it says that go and indicate on the screen. So we already have this header. I don't want to go with this header. So I have this header. I want to go with this way. So only I will select the table data, not the header. So I will select it from here and go till last. Got it? Now once we'll select it, you'll see automatically it has taken the 4 columns. It has separated here. So the first one is says that description, and it has automatically taken that field here. So first one is for description, second one is for quantity, third is for unit price, and fourth one is amount. Got it? Now, if you think that you need to modify that, so you have an option. See, once I will move my mouse, so it says that indicate here. So I can indicate here. I can say, okay, see, this is for row. If row, this line has been taken for the 2 items, you can change it. You can change it this way. You have to move this mouse, and then you can see here. Or there is one more option. If you scroll down, so in this option, see, we have vertical lines and horizontal lines. If you want to apply on the horizontal lines, you want to change that. So you'll click on it. And now you see we are getting this option to add it here. If you want to take it for column, this vertical lines, you will click on this vertical lines. And then now you are getting option to, add it here. Correct? And here we have option to delete it. So this will remove the selected line. It means, let's say you have to click here and you want to remove that, you want to undo that, you will click on this one, remove the selected line. If you click on this one, it will remove all the lines from here. It will remove all this. Whatever is currently selected, this will be deleted. Now this one says that hand tool, move and delete lines. So if you select this, you can move here. You can say description, I need till this. Now this is for quantity. You see quantity, this line is not matching with this line. So I can just hold and move it here. Correct? Now for unit price, you see this line is from here. This line is not matching with this line. So I will just click here and I will just move and match with this line. Correct? Now you see these lines are matching correctly. This is for description, this is for quantity, the unit price, and this one. Correct? So this way you can use the hand tool and you can move, and or if delete requires, you can delete as well. You can select and you can delete. You can select and delete like this way. Also, if you want to add this as a headers, we have an option to extract the headers. Now see here. Now you see the horizontal lines. This line, horizontal line, is overlapping the second row. So you can move this little bit up so that we can separate the second row, the first row, second row, like that. Now we are ready to extract, right? So what we can do after that, you can click on save new table. Click on this and you see here items extracted here. And now let me just expand that. So see the first description, this one. So it has taken whole because there is no data here. So it will take the whole. If you think that is not highlighting the correct one, you can again change that. You can see we have option again to change that. You go and then extract this way and then change that. Same way we did for others. Correct. Now we have configured this table data fields here. After that, we need to click on save and close. Got it? Now you see, just click on this and you see it is highlighting. So this is used to highlight that. So it's highlighting correctly. Now we can save and close and we can submit it. So here we have updated our templates. Now click close. Got it? After this, click on configure extractor. Now we'll be using this invoice, this form extractor to extract this data from the invoice document. Now these we have recently added, that's why this is not selected here. Now what I'll do, I'll uncheck this and I'll check it all. So you see everything is selected. It's a part of invoice. We say that invoice document, to extract the data from invoice document, we are using form extractor. Save it. And you see in the form extractor we have used this endpoint, which is by default it has taken the API key. If you are still not aware how to do all these things, you can go with the previous videos. Now after that, see here we are exporting the data. It will here it will extract and then it will export in the data set. After that we need to write in the Excel file. So you see one table data. So basically from data set we'll have a collection of data, collection of tables we can say, or data tables. Now this tables of 0 will give us the first table data, means first simple formatted data, simple table, and this is formatted one. Now we'll take one more. This is, we'll say, second number. So 0, 1, 2. So in that data set we'll have three table. First, with all these details like invoice number, customer ID, customer name, customer address, total amount, right? Second table will be for the formatted data, and third will be for this table data only, and fourth data will be for the formatted table data. So we'll say table of 2. So we'll take formatted data as well. So 0, 1, 2, and this time we'll say 3. Correct? Let's go to the desktop and delete it. The existing file we have deleted. Now let's debug it and we'll pause it here so that I can show you. Okay, so we reach to this right range workbook activity. See, we have this extraction data set. Let's open this. So the first tables you see for the simple fields, second for the formatted, third you see for the table data, and fourth with the table data formatted, right? So we have four tables. So we'll start with the index 0, 1, 2, 3. Correct? So we are using 2 and 3 for table data. Close this. Now let's continue this. And this is done. Let's open that Excel file. Got it. So now you see here we have the previous details that we extracted earlier. And in the table data, now you see we have description, quantity, unit price, and amount. Let's match this here, and you see here. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching this video.